Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we're embarking on, well, a really fascinating exploration. We're looking into a company that aims to reshape how we experience travel, how we connect with cultures. It's called Gate of Nations GmbH. We've got some compelling material here, excerpts that introduce the company, explain its pretty unique vision, and even decode the rich symbolism behind its logo. So our mission today, let's unpack what makes Gate of Nations GmbH different. How do they blend this ancient inspiration with, modern tourism? And maybe most importantly, what does their philosophy actually mean for you as a traveler?
Yeah, it's quite something. What's really captivating, I think, is how they managed to weave together this deep historical legacy with a very strong a commitment to sustainable travel and culturally immersive experiences, too. They really seem to want to go beyond just, getting you from point A to point B.
Definitely more than just logistics.
It feels like it's about fostering a much, much deeper connection.
Okay, so let's start right there. The name itself, Gate of Nations GmbH. It's not just catchy, is it? You mentioned the history. It's directly inspired by ancient Persia, specifically the famous Gate of all Nations at Persepolis. That connection alone, well, it sets a pretty unique tone for a travel company, wouldn't you say?
Oh, absolutely. It's foundational. If you think about Persepolis, it's this incredible monumental site over 2,500 years old. And historically, it was exactly that, a place where people from all over the known world gathered for ceremonies, for diplomacy.
Wow. So like a real meeting point.
Precisely. Delegates, dignitaries from so many different cultures, all converging there. So using that name, drawing on that history, it sets a really powerful vision for a company aiming to, connect cultures today. It's more than just a label. It's like their guiding principle.
That's a powerful backstory. So the practical side, where are they actually based? Their core operation is in Kiel, Germany. And who's behind it? Looks like a young team strategists, tourism experts, even performers mentioned. That sounds like an interesting mix.
It does suggest a certain creativity, doesn't it? A perhaps well-rounded approach.
And what do? They're a German tour operator, offering escorted tours, self-guided ones too. And the reach seems huge. Europe, Asia, the Middle East, beyond. They cover a lot of ground.
Which brings us back to that goal, right? What's the overarching aim here? It seems pretty clear they're not just about booking flights and hotels, the standard travel package.
Right.
The key thing, it seems, is introducing art and culture, but in a really immersive way. They want you to move past just looking through a window. They want you to actually see lifestyles, hear stories from local people, feel the history in the places, the homes you visit. It's about authentic immersion, I guess.
Like really getting under the skin of a place.
Exactly. A deep engagement, not just scratching the surface, peeling back the layers, maybe.
And that core invitation really sums it up. Discover the world, connect cultures with them. It's quite compelling.
Okay, let's talk specifics. Their expertise. This is where it gets interesting for people wanting something tailored, right? They're a Germany-based DMC destination management company and a tour operator.
That's right. So they can handle things directly on the ground, which is key for bespoke experiences.
So what do they specialize in?
Well, tailor-made travel is a big one, obviously. Personalized journeys. But they also do business delegations, visits to trade fairs, really bespoke tourism experiences. What seems to define them is crafting these integrated travel solutions.
Integrated, meaning?
Meaning they can combine leisure, business elements, cultural exchanges, all into one trip, seamlessly. Think about, say, a business group. They might have their meetings, sure, but Gate of Nations could also weave in immersive cultural workshops, maybe visits with local artisans.
Ah, I see. So it's unique and impactful whether you're there for work or pleasure or a bit of both.
Exactly. They handle all the complex parts to make it feel like one cohesive, enriching experience. That sounds very comprehensive. And I noticed their vision isn't just about sending people out. They mentioned facilitating a two-way exchange, like being keen on India-bound tours, but also helping develop Germany-bound programs.
Yes, that's significant. It suggests a real commitment to reciprocity, mutual benefit, not just a one-way street for tourism dollars.
That shows flexibility too, right?
Absolutely. It highlights their flexibility, their strategic view of global tourism. They seem open to partnerships across different budgets, different scenarios, whether it's straightforward leisure or the MEC sector meetings, incentives, conferences, exhibitions, which is often complex.
MEC, right.
Yeah, or corporate groups, or even really high-end premium experiences. They seem ready to adapt and design something relevant for pretty much anyone.
Okay, let's shift now from the practical stuff to their deeper philosophy. Their our vision. It's clearly about more than just itineraries, isn't it? They talk about travel and tourism being a bridge, connecting cultures, fostering mutual understanding. That's quite a mission statement.
It is. And their core values are, well, remarkably detailed, deeply rooted. We're talking sustainable development, cultural exchange, definitely, but also environmental protection, supporting local economies.
Local economies, that's important.
Very. Plus social responsibility, even using recycled products for environmental hygiene. It feels genuinely holistic, not just buzzwords. For instance, that commitment to local economies probably means using local guides, local stays, supporting artisans directly, making sure the benefits stay in the community.
That's not always the case with tour operators, is it?
No, definitely not. It's a significant commitment.
And they have this lovely phrase, they believe every culture is a vast ocean of knowledge, experiences, and beauty. You can almost feel the richness they're trying to share. So what does that mean for their actual mission? How does it play out?
Well, their stated mission is creating memorable journeys. Okay, fair enough. But journeys that offer chances to learn from each other in an atmosphere of peace and friendship. So it's more than just sightseeing.
Learning and connection.
Exactly. They aim to promote sustainable practices, so thinking about the environmental impact of itineraries, maybe using public transport, eco-lodges. They're committed to protecting natural habitats, ensuring their operations genuinely support local economies, funneling money back, and upholding high environmental standards overall. It's a serious commitment to positive impact. Their vision seems very practical, not just aspirational.
Right. Now let's talk about their look, their visual identity, the logo. It's not just decoration, is it? It features the Lamassu statue, the one from the Gate of Nations in Persepolis we mentioned earlier.
Yes. And the Lamassu itself is just, well, fascinating. This majestic winged bull, but with a human head, standing there at the Gate of all Nations in Iran. It's such a powerful image, steeped in myth, symbolizing that region's incredible heritage.
So iconic.
Absolutely. Instantly recognizable if you know anything about ancient Near Eastern history. A very strong, meaningful choice for an emblem.
Its history goes way back. The Achaemenid Empire, right?
Yeah.
Representing protective spirits from ancient Mesopotamia.
That's the one. These huge figures were believed to guard entrances, temples, cities, ward off evil, bring blessings.
Imagine walking past that. A sense of protection, of immense history.
Definitely. So using the Lamassu as their emblem really underlines Gate of Nations' connection to Persian history and culture. It reflects that commitment to honoring tradition, the values of that cradle of civilization, while still embracing, innovation in modern tourism.
Well, it's like a bridge between past and present.
Exactly, suggesting ancient wisdom can inform modern business.
And it's not just history, is it? The Lamassu seems to embody a broader message, too. Peace, friendship, global dialogue. It's a symbol of strength, protection, but also unity and cooperation.
Which is incredibly relevant today, isn't it? In a world that often feels divided, the Lamassu can be seen as this beacon of hope, inspiring harmony, understanding. Think about where it stood, the Gate of all Nations, where delegates from everywhere came together for diplomacy.
A symbol of dialogue itself.
Precisely. It underlines Persia's role not just as a birthplace of civilization, but as this vital bridge, historically and symbolically, between East and West. Connection through respect and shared purpose.
So bringing it all back to the company today. In our world, where cultural exchange, mutual respect are so vital, the Lamassu still works as a symbol of peace, of friendship. It encourages embracing diversity, fostering dialogue, building a better future. And Gate of Nations seems to be inviting people on a journey where that cultural dialogue, environmental care, community support all go hand in hand.
Echoing the very principles the Lamassu represented for thousands of years. It's quite poetic, really.
So wrapping this up, what have we really learned about Gate of Nations GmbH from this deep dive? They're clearly aiming to be more than just another tour operator. They're like bridge builders, rooted in ancient wisdom, committed to modern sustainability, driven by this big vision of global connection.
Yeah, I think this dive really shows how a company can integrate that deep historical inspiration with strong ethical values like environment, community support, and a really comprehensive approach to travel that genuinely tries to connect people and cultures on a much deeper level. It does make you think, doesn't it? When we plan our own trips, how often do we consider the deeper purpose, the ethics, the cultural impact behind it all?
That's a great question. If you listening are curious and want to learn more about how Gate of Nations GmbH is doing this, how they're forging connections through purposeful travel, we definitely encourage you to check out their website. It's www.gateof-nations.org. That's gateofnations.org. And maybe a final thought to leave you with. Just consider how that ancient symbol, the lamassu, designed for protection for gathering, can still inspire a modern company's mission today.
Uniting people, promoting understanding. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other ancient wisdom from anywhere in the world could guide us now in our contemporary connections?